So The Long Walk is a new movie that actually created from Lionsgate, and I'm actually am taking interest because it is the same movie based off the novel of the same name by Stephen King, which I took interest into Stephen King's books turned movies. For example, It and It Chapter 2. So here's the review, where the movie takes place in a dystopian world where the country is ruled by an iron fist. There is actually a contest that holds every year where 100 young men takes place into participate into the contest called the Long Walk, where they do a marathon walk 100 meters where there is no end. Among them are actually the characters are Ray Garrett, played by Cooper Hoffman, Peter, played by David Johnson, Hank, played by Ben Wong, who is from Karate Kid Legends, Arthur, played by Tar No To, and of course Gary, played by Charlie Poller, who actually took part of the Long Walk, which runs by a man who is only called the Major, played by Mark Hamill, who is in the Star Wars movie as Luke Skywalker. At first, it was actually a simple marathon where the participants are actually became friends. However, there was actually a catch. They had to walk without taking any breaks, in which one of them couldn't do it anymore, so they had to execute him on the spot, in which it takes a dark turn of how this where it actually happens, where they either walk or die, not even stop for a medical check, in which this actually always happens, knowing how they always talk about their past during the walk, but we knew how they won't give them any chance. Even one of them broke his ankle, and one of them tried to escape, and knowing how this could be trouble for them, and knowing how this actually shocked many people. Now, I respected Stephen King's work and how he actually take part of the movie, which the movie does actually do scenes that was actually based off the book. And of course, how the marathon, not like normal marathon in real life, this one is actually have a Hunger Game vibe marathon, except that the army killing participants one by one if they don't comply, even if how they actually knew they would actually be killed if they were either take breaks, like tying your shoes or stop for water, or have a medical problem. Although I actually do like how the vibe actually works, including of how everything, how it actually is in a dystopian world that is ruled by a corrupt mayor, in which it does actually base the concept of the movie. All in all, I absolutely enjoy The Long Walk, which I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, which I actually praise Francis Lawrence for directing and be one of the producers of the movie, J.T. Mullner for the screenplay, and Stephen King for the story, which as well as Lionsgate and the production company Virgo Entertainment, which I also give praise to the cast for their performance as well as their crew for working on the movie as well, which I recommend everyone to see this movie. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the movie review. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime God Honey here saying signing out. Laters.